Okay, so episode 2 of More Terrible Ideas with Max and Mike. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fantastically, thank you, Max. Fantastically. Third time lucky.
Yep, third time. We've cancelled 2 recordings already today. Here we are, though.
Not my doing, should I say. I didn't cancel the recordings. That was Max in charge of the recording process.
You did immediately trail off into... Well, I mean, if we get back onto that track again, then I'll just end up stopping it again. Talking over each other again as well. Talking over each other. So, topic for today's episode is a... Well, I was going to say a series. It's 2 short videos that we made at university, which are basically about the inside of serial killers' minds.
Yeah. There was 2 episodes. The first episode was Inside Jeffrey Dahmer's Mind.
Yep.
That was the first video and the most popular. That one was the one which got shown around.
Yeah, and I mean, there's immediately sort of a story behind that episode as well, which is that we actually, I mean, of all the pieces of work, pieces of shit that we made together, we actually screened that at a local pub.
Oh my god! I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, people actually saw that in a public setting with quite a lot of people. I mean, there must have been 30-odd people there. I'm probably inflating that. Yeah, it was the Junction in Harrow, in North London.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing, isn't it?
It was embarrassing, and do you know, the most embarrassing thing was that it was a very... I mean, we'll put a link in the description of this episode, obviously. It'll probably help to actually have a little bit more of something that people can watch, as opposed to us just shouting about a script that we made.
I mean, it's on my website as well. Anybody wants to go on to mikemorellcomedy.weebly.com. Can't afford to just cut the Weebly part out yet, so mikemorellcomedy.weebly.com. Thanks, guys.
Plugging yourself already, okay. So we showed that at a local pub with quite a few people there, and the whole concept of the entire video hinged on the title. Entirely, the title was the joke.
Actually, that's not quite true, because the whole structure of the thing came from an exercise which you and I had to do in film school, where you and I had to make a one-shot film. And that was it. And you and I didn't do it, obviously, until about, I think, the day before the thing needed to be handed in.
We didn't submit that to a course, did we?
Yeah, it was.
We
didn't. Was a crit.
No, we can't have submitted that to a course. It was.
We did. It was a one-shot exercise we had to do.
But basically, the point I was trying to get to, though, with the title, I found a big part. I mean, it was funny as a sort of standalone thing, and very, very strange, obviously. But
funny's a bit strong.
Well, yeah, I was going to sort of backtrack on that a little bit, but the whole joke in my mind was the title, and the fact that at the end of the video the title would come up and it'd be sort of kind of a reveal in that way. It'd be like, oh, that's why that was. And
well, you see, the title at the end always brings me back to the second episode, because that was the whole joke in the second episode. And I don't even know if I want to say what the original title was of the second video. I don't know if you can remember.
I can't remember, and the point I was trying to get to, though, is, in my mind, the title was the joke, and we got to the end of the video at the Junction, having just whacked it onto a DVD without thinking about it, and instead of the title, it just came up with Max and Mike. Yeah, I can remember that. Yeah. Because that was pretty much like, I remember when that came up, it felt as though our names had just been revealed, as in these were who did this. Yeah, exactly. We're there in the fucking audience, and people are like, oh, you did that.
Yeah.
Not in a complimentary way.
No, I know. Well, there was nothing to compliment about it.
No, it was awful. It was terrible. But I was sort of waiting for the title, like, oh, the title's going to sort of kind of make it make sense to people. And the title comes up as Max and Mike. It's just like, oh, this video is basically just saying, this is who we are. Yeah. It didn't have any... I mean, it did have... The thing is, you can read into the video, and
and you can actually see what we were thinking, because you're in the foreground, and I think you're supposed to be Jeffrey Dahmer, really, because you're showing the sort of deranged facial, contortions.
The thing is, the whole thing, and the title in particular, in my mind, it just comes off as emblematic of all of the work that we did, which was, number one, lazy, and number two, massively self-indulgent.
Oh yeah, just starring ourselves straight away.
And putting our names up there like that as well. Unbelievably self-indulgent.
Unbelievably self-indulgent.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think what we went for in that video was, because obviously we'd put no work or thought into it, so we had to go for shock factor.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the shock factor is, of course, putting the audience straight away in an uncomfortable place, which is inside Jeffrey Dahmer's mind.
Yeah.
And then having you just look fucking horrible for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I was basically just contorting my face in the foreground.
I think I just removed my clothes, just danced naked in the background like some sort of seduction for a mad gay killer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That was it, wasn't it?
That was it. And, I mean...
I put my penis between my legs at one point.
You made yourself a little mangina.
Yeah, I made a little mangina for the one short film exercise.
Yeah, for the... I don't remember...
I would like it, you know?
I honestly don't remember that being a project for university, because I feel like we would have got kicked out off the back of that.
No, man, it wasn't that shocking. Because everybody's was rubbish. It was just like a one-shot film.
Well, it was the laziness, though.
Well, I know it was the lazy... Yeah, I know, but you're forgetting, man. Like, this is it. You're quite stable now in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've grown up to a certain degree. You're forgetting what it was like, really... I remember at that time, I knew I was getting a 2-2. Like, I just knew. Like, I'd given up. I think, no, Peter Hall had told me I was getting a 2-2. He was like, you're definitely not getting a 2-1. So.
I mean, deservedly, yeah.
Deservedly, of course,
yeah.
but I knew that.
Yeah.
And I think at the time, I didn't think you were thinking you were going to get a 2-2, but...
I got a 2-1 in the end.
You got 2-1, of course, but I know you were thinking, like, you were probably going to get chugged out. Because this was all around the time where you and I... Because you've played yourself up since, as in, like, oh, I think you did quite well at uni. But in terms of when you and I were working together, completely brought you down.
Yeah, I mean, our creative partnership was very destructive.
It wasn't a creative partnership. It was just saying we were a creative
I mean,
partnership.
that's a really loose use of the definition, yeah. It's,
It was just a friendship with two people who wanted to do...
Could you call it a friendship, Mike?
Thing.
Could you?
Well, it's not really, is it?
It's not,
I mean,
no.
It wasn't really then. It was all just kind of just living in a dream and a haze with other people in the same conscious state as you were.
Yeah. Well, there was a recession on, wasn't there? Probably.
Supposedly, I don't know. I was spending my parents' money throughout it. So, I've got no idea.
Yeah. I'm sure there were some mitigating factors, but
yeah. Anyway, I do want to talk about the second video because
yeah, we probably
obviously that's where it gets amusing.
Yeah, we probably should talk about the second video.
Well, it was originally called Rape Nightmare.
Okay, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, it was originally called Rape Nightmare. The whole joke was that it was a super dark, disturbing video, and then at the end, the words Rape Nightmare would transition from the bottom in a really weird font.
Oh God.
That was it, and we put it to like Sono or something.
Yeah, Sono, the doom metal band, drone metal. Yeah.
Yeah, and in it we just proceeded to. We did the same thing where I did something different to you.
Yeah, I mean, I just stood there looking creepy as fuck.
You stood in the background, yeah, with your hair sort of pulled over your face.
Yeah, yeah. Again, we'll link them in the video description, obviously, and people can. Again, I mean, as I said in the first episode, I really think we are overestimating the amount of free time that people have, but you know, we'll put it out there.
It's just a note as well for the second video that both Max and I do believe that the video is too offensive.
We deeply regret it.
We realise now that it has no artistic merit in the light of day, and we were on drugs, weren't we? Let's face it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, at the time of the making of that video,
at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the time. Not now, obviously.
It's a real piece of shit. I mean, it's offensive in just like such an unfunny way.
It's not funny. That's the problem with it.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember
at the time. I remember chuckling at it, and
it was funny when you and I were doing it because we were pushing our own boundaries of
what we found to be acceptable.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I remember showing the first video to people and people really liking it.
Yeah.
And then showing the second video to the same people, and those people finding it horrible and not
deeply offensive. Yeah.
I mean, look online. One of them's got like maybe 6 likes, and the other one's just got 2 dislikes. The second one has no likes; it's just got dislikes. That's bad.
I mean, it's sort of worth noting as well that that we do regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really regret it.
Yeah.
It's not to be chuckled. It's not really to be discussed on here, to be honest. This isn't appropriate.
We probably shouldn't have brought it up. Yeah.
This is just bringing it all back. It would probably have just faded into the. The thing is, I don't want it coming up in the future. I don't want to have any grand illusions of what I might be. But if I did become anything, someone will find that video and.
Well, I mean, when you're Prime Minister, Mike, yeah.
It would be rubbish. You know what I mean? That would not be good.
I mean, it's detrimental to anything you ever want to do.
It's highly misogynistic, that whole video. I'm like punching and raping someone in it.
But then, I mean, I suppose the title sort of kind of gives it a purpose, but it's because that one's in. Sorry, that we should explain. That one's inside Peter Sutcliffe's mind, the Yorkshire Ripper. We should probably just leave it there for now.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, alright, see you later.
Yeah, thanks.